Hello, it's Jo Martin here and welcome to Behind the Scenes this week. Behind the scenes, we are at Andrew and Dale's conference, Look Inside the Grant Internet Business, where both myself and the amazing Janet Beckers have been chatting this weekend. And I've just grabbed Janet because she's got some incredible tips about joint ventures, which she's just been sharing from stage inside. And I thought they would be awesome to share with you guys in the newsletter this week. So Janet, I know that a lot of my members who are speakers are always looking when they come along to events like this to do joint ventures with the person who's up there on the stage. And you've got some really great tips on how to approach someone. If you're at an event like this, you'd love to be on their stage. How do you go about approaching them and engaging them in that?
Yeah, well, I think with any joint venture, you've got to think about the win-win. So when you're approaching anybody, you're going to be thinking about what is in it for them, and also you've got to take into account what kind of constraints they've got on their time at the moment too. You've got to be respectful for what is happening with them. So if they're holding an event, they've got so many things that are going on in their mind. They don't really want to negotiate or to go through that time that goes through who are you, what do you want from me.
Yeah, well, they just don't have the time.
They don't have the time, they don't have the headspace, and you don't have that many chances, so you don't blow it.
Yeah.
So I just find if I'm going to be doing it, if I'm going to an event and I say, this is the person I want to get, I don't try on that day. What I do is I take my business card. Now they're going to have so many business cards, they're just going to go in their bag and they won't find them.
Yep.
So what I've done in the past is I've actually made like just a little slip.
Yep.
And I put, hi, it's Janet Beckers. I came up and introduced myself. I'm going to email you here because I'm passionate about whatever it is, this project, and I'd love to discuss how I can help you.
Fantastic.
How I can help you is the big thing.
Yeah, right.
And I fold that up because and I staple it so it'll get, it'll get found in amongst all
the others. So that's
the
attached to your business card?
Attached to the business card.
Got it.
And so it kind of shows up in amongst all the others. And the other thing is, you've got to be aware of times during that event when they really have got a lot on, so you would never ever go up after they've just been on stage and they're hoping to make sales.
Yes.
You would never ever go up to that
Never
stage.
go after the sale. Good tip, good tip.
Yep, never go after the sale. And don't go up just before they go on because they're trying to get their head straight.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be doing that as well. So what you may have to do is, what I've quite often done is I've gone up after the rush and said, look, here's my card, I know you're really busy and I'm respectful of that, so I will contact you later. And then stay around, and if they're making sales and things and there are people around, you can help them make sales.
Yeah.
It's not by, it's just by people will be, because I just found sometimes I'll hang around and people will say, oh, where was the order form, or what did she say about this? And if I've remembered what it was, I go, I remember she said this, this and this and this. And yeah, she had a workshop, remember she said it was going to be in Melbourne?
Yeah.
So just little things like that you're not them, but the little tiny things that you're kind of like a helper. They may not even realise it, but anything that's going to reduce their stress, it's just, share the love.
Yeah, I love it. But that's it, if you contribute to someone else's dream, they're more likely to want to support you.
Absolutely, and look, nothing may ever come of it, and you're not doing it to sort of, suck up to people. You're just doing it because it's respectful, because you can see that that's what they need at the time, and you can help them.
Yeah.
You don't make a big song and a dancing about it.
Yeah.
And you just come back at the time when you know it's going to be relaxing for them.
Yeah.
But you have let them know that you're going to be in contact.
That's great. And then I guess the key thing then after that is to follow up.
Make contact and mention, remember me, I'm the one that left you a card and I said this, hey, I noticed you had lots of people around you, how did it go? Was it a good event for you?
Yeah.
And I liked this about what you did, very specific, that shows that you were actually paying attention to them, that you weren't just going expert, tick, expert number 1, expert number 2, this is who I want to get.
Yeah.
You're not there on just a shopping list, you're actually them specifically that you're interested in.
Oh, look, I can see why you do joint ventures so well, Janet, because there's something about that contribution aspect and the coming to people, with love and with, I guess, compassion for where they're at. Of course people are going to open the door and going to want to work with you when you come with that sort of attitude.
Yeah.
So it's got to be about that, doesn't it?
And it may not be the first contact. It's patience, Any of these sorts of things, it's a relationship you're building. You're out for a one-night stand. You're out for a nice, long relationship where they will say, hey, let's do this again.
I love it. Yeah. And on that note, remember, joint ventures are not one-night stands, they're long-term relationships.